5 assists tonight. Clippers trail by 14. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level, was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
Here's Bogut after the basket by Los Angeles. Here's Barnes. Again, Golden State.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers Club on that pump fake.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half.
Timeout. Start it.
Los Angeles calls timeout. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
He's been locked in from deep. They're giving him too much breathing room and definitely paying the price for it.
And really, the last few seasons, the Clippers have been one of the most consistently strong teams in the league. A far cry from when they were a bottom feeder back in the day. They have become one of the premier franchises in the NBA.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Kevin, Doc Rivers was just addressing the plan with his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Blake Griffin. Coach asked him directly to take the reins of their offense. He wants him to have a huge impact at that end of the floor for the rest of this game. He also told them that he wants to see multiple passes on every possession. He said that was the key to getting the best shot each time down. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Greg, as you said about the Clippers, the days of finishing near the bottom every year are over. Clark, a lot of that is Doc Rivers.
Exactly. Since 2012, Kevin, they've had the third best record in the NBA. A lot of loyal fans stuck it out with the team during the dark days, and now they're reaping the fruit.
Here's Paul, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Paul passes to Griffin, and he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
You can't afford to be playing that loose right now.
Definitely not. I mean, things have to be tight. You want to be playing smart, high-level basketball. You don't want to be brain fading right now.
Now here's Paul after the miss from Stephen Curry. Paul kicks to Jordan. The feed now to Griffin. Jordan the screen. The jump hook. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. 14 points for Blake Griffin.
Boy, an excellent job there by Paul setting that screen.
And Curry, here we go. Here's Livingston. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Jordan's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Paul dishes to Jordan. To the paint, trying to find Green. He's got it now. 11 feet away. The shot misses. The Warriors go the other way.
God.
This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Exactly. 2 top teams in the conference. They want to continue that success this season as they look long-term towards playoff seeding.
Iguodala's drive. He feeds it to Bogut.
It's not what I sounded like, but
Curry against Paul.
Because I said y'all.
Iguodala the pass to Curry.
I sounded like
Connects on the open J. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter.
And Coach Doc Rivers wears multiple hats for this organization. Not only is he the head coach, but also in charge of all basketball operations. Really the leader in a lot of ways for this team.
Here's Paul.
No.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Iguodala. Soft touch off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 16. Thinking about Doc Rivers being a leader, he was like that on the floor, Clark, as well. You know that. You went against him.
A leader and a winner, no doubt about it. And there have been a lot of coaches that came from his old Celtics team, and of all of them, perhaps the least surprising is Doc Rivers for the reasons we just mentioned, leader and coach on the floor.
It's Bogut with the drive. Griffin with some nice D.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Why are you calling everyone the light?
Now here's Reddick. He has 5. Lets a floater go. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Green. Missing.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
Now here's Green. And power down the jam.
Forget about finesse and agility. This big fella's all about power and force.
And guys, Jeff Green, by every measure of athleticism and skill, should have become one of the game's better small forwards, but inconsistency has plagued him throughout his career.
And Kevin, I always go back to something my college coach told me. The mental to the physical is 4-to-1 in this game. And so through those 7 full seasons, he's teased everyone with that talent. And then it does suddenly disappear. And there's no other way to describe it other than the fact that it is mental. He hasn't been able to sustain it in terms of the consistency, and that's why he hasn't fulfilled his potential.
Anderson Varejão's checked in for the Warriors. Ezeli comes in for Draymond Green. A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Paul Pierce is checked in for Jordan. Johnson comes in for Green. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Rivers in for Paul. Now here's Curry. 21 points in the game. Now Varejão. Back to Curry. Feeds it to Varejão. Fade away. Livingston kicks to Varejão. Curry against Rivers. Outside Curry. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
You know, with Jeff Green, the one thing you can say about him is he's been durable, especially since he'd had the unforeseen heart issue in 2011 for which he needed season-ending surgery. Since then, over the past 3 full seasons, he's played in 81, 82, and 78 games.
And Curry, here we go. Iguodala kicks to Varejão, and the foul called on Blake Griffin.
Oh.
Blake Griffin. First personal foul, teams first.
Los Angeles on D. It's a 14-point game. Curry dishes to Ezeli. Back to Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Now the pass to Varejão. Good. Varejão's got 6.
And talking about Jeff Green, I'm rooting for him. I mean, I'm rooting for him to finally put it all together, to gain and maintain the confidence, and really to fulfill the vast potential we all know that he has.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Curry against Rivers. Right side Curry. Livingston passes to Curry. Pass to Varejão.
Wow.
Golden State needs to get off a shot. Ezeli can't get it to go.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Curry against Rivers. Griffin kicks to Rivers. Elbow shot is on the way.
I heard you.
It's rebounded by Livingston.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
I don't even talk to any
difference,
girls
shot
on
and game
here.
clock.
Like, I literally
Curry
only
with
talk to guys
and
on
Crawford
here.
picks him up defensively. Curry dishes to Varejão. Curry against Crawford. And that one's good. And that's now 25 points for Steph Curry.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Griffin kicks to Rivers. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. And that's now 8 points for Austin Rivers.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Warriors on top. They lead by 13. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California.
Oh, shit.
Really? Really? It goes down.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Clippers trail by 13. Time now for an injury report. Let's check in with Doris Burke for an injury update on Andrew Bogut.
Kevin, the Warriors' head athletic trainer gave me an update. He told me that it doesn't look too serious. That is going to make things very hard on them in what is still a very young season. Hopefully, as early as it is, he has time to recover and help this team down the road. Guys?
Well, thank you, Doris. Hopefully, we'll see him very soon.
Well, they like him back as quick as possible, but they also want him healthy.
A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Paul and Crawford pair up at the 1 and 2. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. Los Angeles making a switch here. Redick is checked in.
You better be mocking him because he mocks me all the time.
Green post. Covered by Barnes, and Green gets it to go.
I will.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
Warriors leading by 11. Outside
How the
Curry.
heck did I die?
Green, the screen. There's the dish to Bogut. Curry with it. 5 to shoot. Drains it from beyond the arc. Curry's got 28 points for the game.
And that's another 3. And if really, if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk, but later in the game now, he might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring.
Now here is Barbosa.
Girls, I didn't even know you were in here.
Curry passes to Green, and he goes.
You were defending me. How did you not know I was
high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one.
He just invited
as
me to the
anyone.
session.
Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Paul goes in, and the wide-open shot from Griffin. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Tell him, Nutty.
Curry kicks to Bogut. Pass to Barnes.
Tell him, Nutty.
Leandro Barbosa on the wing.
Tell him what you was doing, Nutty. Tell him you was hitting it from. Tell him you was hitting it behind the trash
Foul
can.
call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And some of Harrison Barnes' teammates have referred to him as the senator because of the way he carries himself. And, you know, a very level-headed, dignified young man, and just he has an air about it.
And Harrison Barnes at times has been criticized in the past for not being more Clark assertive on the court.
Well, you know, it's interesting. He had to weather the pressure of expectations since high school. I mean, people were comparing him to Kobe Bryant back then, but HB can't get caught up in that. He's got to be true to himself. You know what I tell guys? Do you.
Yeah.
Do you.
Curry against Paul, and Redick kicks to Griffin. Good ball movement here by the Clippers, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And obviously, Chris Paul's one of the most highly recognized players in the game. High school All-American, college All-American, NBA Rookie of the Year. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Highly decorated Chris Paul, multiple NBA All-Team selections, all defensive team selections. No MVP yet.
Damn, guy,
right around the
you
corner,
bold.
Yeah,
What?
you know what? He's only worried about one thing, though, and that's hoisting that Larry O'Brien
I got better
championship
things,
trophy
dude.
at some point in his career.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. DeAndre Jordan has been extremely productive
Oh,
over 7 years.
yeah,
That makes it even more unbelievable that there was
that's
some
the man I
question,
hate
Clark,
to be
as to his commitment to basketball coming into the league.
Yeah, you know, on talent and athleticism alone, he would have been a
So
top
I was
10
playing with
pick
this Teddy
for sure,
earlier,
but
right?
He slipped to the
Guess how
second
many times
round,
I've
and
died?
he's made good on it, though.
And watching
What?
DeAndre Jordan, he's really refined his game over
So
the
I
years
was-
without
so I was playing with
losing
this teddy
the
bear earlier,
athleticism.
right?
He's that rubbery,
Teddy bear?
long-limbed athlete that transcends age. And so far, I've seen zero drop-off in his leaping ability and quickness.
Yeah, I was
But
playing with.
no question, he's improved his skills and IQ.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Steve Kerr was saying to the team. He was absolutely... adamant, saying, don't let them off the hook. Let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the things that have gotten us here this far. We're almost home.
Barbosa. And